Magical Journey to Fairyland. Let's visit Fairyland. Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Fatima. She was kind and had a big heart, but some of her friends at school teased her because she didn't look like the other girls. One day, feeling sad and lonely, Fatima ran away to a nearby forest, where she found a quiet spot and began to cry. As she sat there, something amazing happened. A beautiful, gentle horse appeared from between the trees. The horse had a soft, shimmering coat and kind eyes. It nuzzled Fatima gently and gestured for her to follow. Curious, Fatima climbed onto the horse's back, and suddenly, a magical carriage appeared. The carriage was made of sparkling crystal and gold, with flowers entwined around it. Fatima sat inside the carriage feeling happy for the first time in days. But her happiness soon turned to surprise when the horse began to gallop faster and faster, and suddenly they were flying in the air. The forest below became smaller and smaller as they soared above the clouds. Fatima was a little scared, but also filled with wonder. After a while, the horse brought Fatima to a land high in the clouds, Fairyland. Before her stood a magnificent palace, gleaming in the sunlight with turrets that sparkled like diamonds. The horse gently placed Fatima down on the soft clouds and flew away. Fatima was amazed by what she saw. There were fairies everywhere, dressed in the most colorful and dazzling outfits. One fairy, with a warm smile, welcomed Fatima, and with a wave of her wand, changed Fatima's dress into a beautiful gown and transformed her appearance. When Fatima looked in the mirror, she could hardly recognize herself. She was beautiful. The fairies took Fatima on a tour of the palace, where she tasted the most delicious food and fruit she had ever eaten. Afterward, they took her to a garden filled with the most stunning flowers and trees. Fatima played and laughed, feeling happier than she had ever felt. Suddenly, the sky darkened and a wicked witch appeared. With a wave of her wand, she drained all the beauty from the garden, leaving the fairies frightened and sad. The fairies explained to Fatima that the witch wanted to rule over Fairyland, but there was a way to stop her. Only a brave human could steal the witch's wand while she slept, but Fatima, feeling brave, agreed to help. That night, she snuck into the witch's lair and, with trembling hands, took the wand while the witch slept. The moment she had the wand, she raced back to the palace. The fairies were overjoyed, and with the wand in their hands, they restored the beauty of Fairyland. As a reward, the fairies gifted Fatima a beautiful crown made of gold and jewels, and gave her a bag of gold coins. They also granted her wish to stay in Fairyland for a whole month, during which time Fatima learned to love herself for who she was.
In the land of dreams of light, where the stars are shining bright, came a girl with courage true. Brave Fatima, we say to you, eh. Oh, brave Fatima, so strong. You've been our hero all along. With your courage pure and bright, you've turned the darkness into light. Through the shadows, through the night, you brought hope, you brought the fight. With a smile that leads the way, brave Fatima, you saved the day. Oh, brave Fatima, so strong. You've been our hero all along. With your courage pure and bright, you've turned the darkness into light. Through the shadows, through the night, through the night, you brought hope, you brought the fight. You brought the fight with a smile that leads the way. Living right, brave Fatima, you saved the day. Through the shadows, through the night, you brought hope, you brought the fight. With a smile that leads the way, brave Fatima, you saved the day. Oh, brave Fatima, so strong, so strong. You've been our hero all along, all along. With your courage, pure and bright, pure and bright. You've turned the darkness into light, into light. Now the flowers bloom again, thanks to you, dear fearless friend. In our hearts you'll always stay. Brave Fatima, you light our way.
When it was finally time to go back home, the horse returned and flew Fatima back to the forest. But when she stepped off the carriage, she noticed that the gold coins had turned into stones, and her crown into a simple wooden crown. Confused, she walked back home, only to find that it was still the same day and the same time she had left, even though she had spent a month in Fairyland. From that day on, Fatima remembered her wonderful visit to Fairyland. The memory of the fairies and the beautiful palace made her realize that beauty isn't just about how you look on the outside, but how you feel on the inside. And with that thought, Fatima began to love herself just the way she was. This story beautifully combines elements of fantasy with a strong moral lesson about self-acceptance and inner beauty.